is a question in transmission lines. What is loading? Explain different types of loading. So this is a very important question given in set 3, April May 2017. This question is given for 4 marks. The same question can be also asked for 7 marks also. Let us see how to answer this question. What is loading and what are different types of loading? So if you take the cable, the equivalent circuit of the transmission line, the equivalence of transmission line per unit length is R, L, G and C. So the R, L, G and C are called as the primary constants of the transmission line. So this is the equivalent circuit of transmission line per unit length. So therefore, generally attenuation losses will occur in the transmission line. Attenuation losses will, that means the signal strength will decrease as the signal travels along the transmission line. In order to reduce these attenuation losses, in transmission lines, first either we have to reduce the resistance or increase inductance of the cable or decrease conductance of the cable or decrease capacitance of the cable. So therefore the easiest option in these 4 methods is to increase the inductance of the cable to minimize attenuation losses. The easiest method is to increase the inductance of the cable to minimize attenuation losses. Now coming to loading, what is loading is adding inductance in series with the transmission line. Why this is done? This is done to reduce attenuation losses in the transmission line. This is called as loading. So what is loading again? Loading is adding inductance in series with the transmission line. Why this is done? In order to reduce the attenuation losses. So this is called as loading. So there are 3 types of loadings, namely continuous loading, patch loading and lumped loading. Let us discuss one by one. What is continuous loading, what is patch loading and what is lumped loading. Continuous loading, as the name itself indicates, for example, this red section is a cable, the wiring is done, the blue line indicates the cable is continuously loaded, the entire length of the cable is loaded with the coil. So this type of loading is called as continuous loaded. This cable is continuously loaded with the coil. So therefore what is continuous loading? Iron or some other magnetic material is wound around the conductor that is to be loaded, thus increasing the permeability of the surrounding medium. So that is, in continuous loading, the cable or the copper wire or the cable is continuously loaded through the entire length of the cable. So this is also shown like this. So this is the copper conductor or copper cable over which the wiring is done over the entire length of the cable in order to reduce the attenuation losses. That means the loading is done throughout the entire length of the cable. So that is called as continuous, as the name itself indicates, continuous. The loading is done over the entire length of the cable. So this method generally increases inductance of 65 millihenry per kilometer. Because of this method of loading, the inductance of the cable increases by 65 millihenry per kilometer. But because we are doing loading over the entire length of the cable, it is quite expensive method of loading. So it is used in ocean cables. This continuous loading is generally used in ocean cables where the cables are running under oceans. Now it has the advantage over lumped loading is that alpha, that is attenuation, increases uniformly. With increase in frequency, there is no cutoff frequency. So that means the attenuation losses uniformly increases with increase in frequency, and there is no cutoff frequency for this continuous loading. So this graph is also very important, you have to mention. So in this graph we have shown 3 graphs. This graph is unloaded cable, that is cable is not loaded. The attenuation losses will be very high in unloaded cable. So this dotted portion is continuous loading. See the continuous loading, the attenuation losses are very less. The attenuation losses are very less because the cable is loaded over its entire length. So this is lumped loading. Lumped loading, the attenuation is little bit high when compared with the continuous loading. So this side is attenuation losses, this axis is frequency axis. Now this is the first one. The second one is patch loading, as the name itself indicates. This is the red one is the cable, the cable consisting of continuous loading, the cable consisting of continuous loading followed by unloaded cable, again continuously loaded cable. So what you can write, patches. This is continuously loaded cable, unloaded cable, again continuously loaded cable. So this type of loading employs sections of continuously loaded cable separated by sections of unloaded cable. This is continuous loading, again unloading, again continuous loading. So this method of patch loading, that's why this is called as patch loading, patches, patches, patches. So this method has the same advantages of continuous loading, but it is less expensive as compared with continuous loading. So the typical length per section is quarter wavelength. That means the unloaded cable is generally quarter kilometer, that is 1/4 kilometer. The unloaded cable is nearly 1/4 kilometer, and again it is followed by continuous loading. It is used in submarine cables. This method of loading is generally done in submarine cables. Last one is, see, lumped loading. Lumped loading, because this patch loading comes with the cable itself. This type of loading comes with the cable itself, because the continuous loading is also comes with cable itself. But lumped loading, in lumped loading we join a coil externally. Wherever the attenuation losses are more, we add the coil in order to increase the inductance of the cable at particular location. We add the inductance at regular intervals so as to increase the inductance of the cable. In order to increase the inductance of the cable, what we do? We add external coils at regular intervals, coil connected externally at regular intervals. So this for the inductance of the line can also be increased by the introduction of loading coil, at uniform intervals. The lumped loading this type of loading behaves like a low pass filter. So this method of loading is limited to a particular cutoff frequency, above which the attenuation losses are more in this cable. You can clearly see that from this graph. So this attenuation losses will be very less up to a particular cutoff frequency. When above that particular cutoff frequency, the attenuation losses will suddenly increase in the cable. So that's why it is called as a low pass filter. What is the disadvantage? If this coil is not properly designed in this cable, the distortion losses will occur. So therefore these are the three methods of loading. So what is loading? Adding inductance in series with the transmission line to reduce attenuation losses in the cable is called as loading. What are the types of loading? Continuous loading, patch loading, and lumped loading. Continuous loading, the cable is loaded over the entire length of the cable. In patch loading, continuously loaded cable followed by unloaded cable, again continuously loaded cable. In lumped loading, a wire coil is added externally at regular intervals to reduce attenuation losses in the cable. So this is what you have to write in the examination. Very, very important question to get full marks in the examination. Thank you.